Well, good morning guys. Welcome to the video today. And what we are going to be doing today, well, I guess to start off, we're in the Ram. Another thing, we're getting her done. Anyway, we're going to get into the garage here and we'll get going from there. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so here we are in the garage. We got the Ram in here as well, and then what we're going to do is be putting on a leveling kit in the front. So just hang on, we'll get the camera turned. Okay, so there we go. It's a ProComp system. I did pick it up at the local four-wheel parts. I'll include the link below, so if anybody likes this or wants to install it in theirs. But the instructions, I did go through the instructions, and they are actually really good as far as you know, they go through all the information. Got a sticker as well, make the truck go faster. And then these are the pieces here. This is a bag of hardware too. Here, we'll get this set up here.
No bag of hardware.
Oh, right here.
That one? Okay.
Yeah. So you got 5 nuts, 6 nuts. 6 nuts, and I think it's because there's 3 per side. And then these are the very well made. Welded the whole way around. Or actually just in 3 spots on each, but a good solid weld. Yeah, no, that's good. And this is a nice little touch. Just little caps on the ends of the threads. So cool. Those are the pieces.
They're actually threaded.
Oh, they're threaded?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. So we'll get these off. What we're going to do as well, we're going to measure from center of hub to the bottom of the fender well, and just to see, I mean, it's going to be 2 inches in that respect. There we go. And then right in here, we're going to put that measurement right in there. So, and then we'll show you once we're done. This is going to be a very easy sway bar ends, your factory brake lines, ABS, that kind of thing. And I think that's pretty much it on this. Because it is a straight axle, it's just like working on a Jeep, just things are a little bit bigger.
Is this gonna fit?
So it's an 18 on the top and a
16 and a half.
16 and a half, 17 on the bottom. Should be enough to hold it, so. Sway bar is disconnected.
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
We're gonna get the other side, and then we'll be able to have some leverage to move it, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So you'll have a little bumper plus your nut and a big washer. That's what comes off. So we'll go do the other side here now. There we go. So we did have a jack, as you can see right there. We have it underneath the axle, even though we are on jack stands. So for you safety guys, there we go. And then we do have the tires underneath. Okay, but we let the axle down, and that released our sway bar ends. So we got those out of the way. We did on both sides. We got the brake lines released on both. Now we're essentially just gonna let this down to loosen up our coil, and then we have to get the top of the shock out, and I think it's probably gonna be a 16. Probably a 16. We'll check to make sure, and we'll let you know. One other note as well, we will have to disconnect the track bar to allow us to drop this down far enough. So we do have to do that. We'll do that now. What we'll probably do is the top end, just due to the fact we can get at the nuts a little bit better. Okay, so you're gonna need a 21, and this one is a 24. It is a, whoops, there we go, focus. It is a flag, but having the 24 on the back of it just made it a little bit easier in that respect. So we've got our track bar disconnected, so now we're just gonna be able to lift everything up. You can see the track bar is just laying down there. Okay, and we'll get this lifted up, and then we haven't checked on here, but yeah, we think it's a 16. We might have to take our breather tube off there just to give her some stretch. We'll see. So now to get the, where are we at here? Right there. So there's the top of the shock right there. So I believe it's a 16. Looks like a 16. We'll figure this out here, and we'll show you where it is. Okay, so the top of that shock bolt was a 19. And then what we're gonna do is just drop this down and get the shock out of there. Okay, so we do have to take this top shock bracket out. They are a 15 mil. You got it? You got it? Yeah. Oh, you got it.
I got it.
You got it. Oh, there.
You got it.
Okay, so we got a bolt. And if you look in here, there is a hole. Let me just get this oriented right there. See that hole right there? That hole, you got to take your extension. It is a 21. And you got to get the nut, or the bolt comes out for the bottom of your shock there. The nut that is on the back is welded on there, so you don't have to worry, or it's clipped on there, whatever the case might be. And then, oh, there we go. There you can see where he's going in, and then you can see there where the bolt goes in. You can see the edge of the bolt there, right there. You can see it. Okay, so that's how you get that bottom bolt out. There we go. First one is out. So you do have to pull the shock. That has to come out through the top of the engine bay, right down from in there. Yeah, so it's not hard. This is not a hard job in any way, shape, or form. It's just if you've worked on a Jeep, this is exactly the same thing. So that ring there gets replaced by this ring here.
There's your lift.
Yeah, and that's the lift itself. So I don't know if there's indexing or anything. Not really on this one. That one just sits in there. And away we go. So we will get that. We're gonna keep those rings there just in case we ever wanna put everything back, but I doubt that I ever will. Maybe. This thing eventually will probably get a lift. Yeah, and there's the hardware there for it as well. But, I mean, we'll probably wait here a little bit, but I'll probably end up putting a 3-inch on this eventually. And then we'll do some bigger tires and whatnot. But I mean, I'll probably do a 33, maybe a 35. I don't want to have to cut anything in the meantime. So that's where I might wait for the 3-inch lift, and then I might even go up to a 37. Who knows? Okay, guys. So here's a little tip for everyone. You do not need to take the shock up through the engine body. This side here is also a little bit more convoluted. It's just there's a whole lot of stuff up there. Literally what you can do is you take these bolts off, you take your shock bolt off. Once you take these bolts out and you lower your axle down far enough, this whole shock and everything, the spring and the whole bit, you can pull right out. And you just pull the bottom out and it all comes out. And we did the same thing when we put this one in. And this is the driver's side. Okay.
Put this guy in here, put a bolt on it to hold it in place.
Yeah.
Then we slid the shock in, and then the coil over top of it like a sock.
And it just went in. It pretty much seated itself. We're gonna get that shock in, or that bolt in down there. We've got our bolts started on this. We just have to tighten those up. Our shock bolt, we just have to put that on with our bushings and all that kind of stuff. And then this one here, sway bars, track bar, and we're pretty much done. So there we go. 2 inches the whole way around. And you should see what it looks like. She looks good. She looks good. Does look like a missed leg day though. We definitely got to get some bigger tires, so that will come. But 33s are definite, maybe a little bit bigger. But yeah, you can see right in there. There we go. So there she is right there. There's the isolator. There's the lift right in there.